Okay. That's right.
Scripture reading for today.
All right. Blessing before the reading of the Torah. And the Torah portion today is Numbers chapter 30. He who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. May he bless Pam, George, who has come up to honor God in the Torah. May the Holy One, blessed be He, bless her and her family, and send blessing and prosperity on all the work of her hands. Baruch et Adonai HaMorach.
Baruch et Adonai HaMorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch et
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Asher bakar banu lekol ha'amin, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu
HaTorah.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, who chose us from all the peoples and gave to us His Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, giver of the Torah. Numbers chapter 30.
Then Moshe spoke to the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. If a man makes a vow to the Lord, or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. For if a woman makes a vow to the Lord, and binds herself by some agreement while in her father's house in her youth, and her father hears her vow, and the agreement by which she has bound herself, and the father holds his peace, then all her vows shall stand, and every agreement with which she has bound herself shall stand. But if her father overrules her on the day that he hears her, then none of her vows nor her agreements by which she has bound herself shall stand, and the Lord will release her, because her father overruled her. If indeed she takes a husband while bound by her vows, or by a rash utterance from her lips by which she bound herself, and her husband hears it, and makes no response to her on the day that he hears it, then her vows shall stand, and her agreements by which she bound herself shall stand. But if her husband overrules her on the day that he hears it, he shall make void her vow which she took and what she uttered with her lips by which she bound herself, and the Lord will release her. Also, any vow of a widow or a divorced woman by which she has bound herself shall stand against her. If she vowed in her husband's house or bound herself by an agreement with an oath, and her husband heard it and made no response to her and did not overrule her, then all her vows shall stand, and every agreement by which she bound herself shall stand. But if her husband truly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatever proceeded from her lips concerning her vows or concerning the agreement binding her, it shall not stand. Her husband has made them void, and the Lord will release her. Every vow and every binding oath will afflict her soul. Her husband may confirm it, or her husband may make it void. Now if her husband makes no response whatsoever to her from day to day, then he confirms all her vows or all the agreements that bind her. He confirms them because he made no response to her on the day that he heard them. But if he does make them void after he has heard them, then he shall bear her guilt. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moshe between a man and his wife, and between a father and his daughter in her youth in her father's house.
Blessing after the reading of the Torah portion. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'kayolam nata b'tokeinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, who gave to us the Torah of truth and planted everlasting life in our midst. Blessed are you, Adonai, giver of the Torah. Now the blessing before the Haftorah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bakar b'neve'im tovim, V'ratzah v'devarehem. Ha de'emarim ve'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboker b'Torah u'Moshe abdo u'Yisrael amo u'Deve'eh ha'emet v'atzedek. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, who chose good prophets and was pleased with their words which they spoke in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, who chose the Torah, Moses his servant, Israel his people, and the prophets of truth and righteousness. The hot core reading is Jeremiah chapter 1 through chapter 2, verse 3. Jeremiah chapter 1 through chapter 2, verse 3.
The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, one of the priests who resided in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of Yahweh came in the days of Josiah, the son of Amon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It also came in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, to the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, to the exile of Jerusalem in the 5th month. Then the word of Yahweh was to me, saying, I knew you before I formed you in the belly, and before you came out of the womb. I sanctified you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. Then I said, Adonai Yahweh, behold, I do not know how to speak, for I am a boy. But Yahweh said to me, do not say I am a boy, for you shall go to all that I command, all that I send you, and whatever I command you, you shall speak. Do not be afraid of their faces, for I am with you to deliver you, says Yahweh. Then Yahweh put his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahweh said to me, behold, I have put my words in your mouth. Behold, I have today appointed you over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to tear down and to destroy, and to throw down, to build, and to plant. And the word of Yahweh was to me, saying, Jeremiah, what do you see? And I said, I see an almond rock. Then Yahweh said to me, you have seen well, for I will watch over my word to perform it. And the word of Yahweh came to me a second time, saying, what do you see? And I said, I see a boiling pot, and its face is from the face of the north. And Yahweh said to me, out of the north evil will be set loose on all those living in the land. For behold, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, declares Yahweh. And they shall come, and they will give to each his throne at the entrance of the gates of Jerusalem, and against its walls all around, and against the cities of Judah. And I will speak my judgments against them regarding all their evil, those who have forsaken me, and have burned incense to other gods, and have worshipped the works of their hands. And you must gird up your loins, and rise up, and speak to them all that I command you. Do not be terrified before their faces, that I do not prostrate you before them. For behold, today I have made you a fortified city, and an iron pillar, and bronze walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against her princes, against her priests, and to the people of the land. And they shall fight against you, but they shall not overcome you, for I am with you to deliver you, declared Yahweh. And was the word of Yahweh to be saying, go and cry to the ears of Jerusalem, saying, so says Yahweh, I remember you, the kindness of your youth, the love of your espousals, your going after me in the wilderness, in a land not sown. Israel was holy to Yahweh, the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him become guilty. Evil shall come on them, declares Yahweh.
We're going to sing together. Thank you for the reading. Sing together on page 89.